So do you make a plan before, like before the game starts, like, or not?
Um, Kind of actually. So basically, my main thing right now with jungle is I'm basically only playing Zac, somebody so I can, you know, I'm not learning a bunch of different champions at once because I'm just trying to learn the jungle.
That's good, yeah.
So my game plan is always go Zac, start bot side, get a leash at red, clear Krug, clear Raptor, Wolves, blue buff, and just depending on what's going on, Scuttle will be coming up, or maybe if I'm just on top of my game with my abilities, I can clear Gromp and then still hit Scuttle and contest it.
Okay.
I usually save Smite around when I get to blue so I can battle for Scuttle when it comes up.
Yeah, it's not a bad plan. Um, I mean, especially as a general plan, that's pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah. This game starts off pretty rough though.
Yeah, let's talk about other, like, what we might want to think about. Why do you start bot? Can you tell me that?
I start bot just because I just find it a little bit quicker for my playstyle, like with Zac. So, quick leash at red because single targets are kind of hard, and then I go to Krugs. Krugs aren't that bad, and Raptors I think are easier on Zac than Wolves and Gromp because of how my Q is,
So let me
how
ask
my
you.
W is a lot of
Let me ask
AOE.
you
I think
if
it's
you.
faster.
Yeah, yeah. Let me ask you, if you were on the red team, would you also start bot? Like, if you're on
I
this
think
side,
I think I still might start. I think I might start top.
then why would that be? Is it because of the?
I think it's the same thing. I think it's the minions. I
Okay.
think the jungle clear.
Let me give you some tips. It doesn't
Sure.
matter I mean, well, it does matter, but it's not because these camps are easier to take than these camps, like the red camps. That's not why
Yeah, yeah,
you start. And it's also not because you get a bot leash. It should just be where do you want to be on the map after a certain point. So you imagine you clear red, you're level 2, you clear Krugs and Raptors, then you're level 3. When you're level 3, you have several options. You can gank bot, you can gank mid, you can continue clearing, you can gank top, you could invade the enemy jungler if you have a lot of options.
Sure, sure, sure.
So but the biggest thing is, like, if you clear bot side, then you'll probably end up top side, right? Most of the time you'll clear bot side. Most of the time
Yeah,
you won't gank bot. Most of the time you won't gank mid. Most of the time you won't. Most of the time you won't gank, and most of the time you will not invade. I imagine. So most of the time you're just gonna clear here. So then
yeah,
when you're here, then you have mainly two options. That's gank top, gank mid, right? And then
yep,
conversely, if you start here, you're gonna have
yeah,
two options, gank bot. Yeah. So if I were you, I would mostly just think about where do you want to gank. And luckily for you, I would like to gank top. Yeah. If you look at
yeah.
people.
Yone's a easy gank with his E. Makes it predictable to land
Yeah.
my E. Nautilus isn't awful, but
I mean, Nautilus
you
is
know,
mid, so you can always gank mid, no
yeah,
matter which side.
yeah. Like I'm saying, mid. I was just saying, mid's not that hard of a gank. You know, not a lot of dashes.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I mean, but basically, when you think about where you
Yeah,
start, it's do you care? Do you want to gank top more or bot? Mid is
yeah,
always an option. Yeah, yeah. So top
yeah,
looks better than bot, right? She has spell shield. He's very mobile.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's good enough. I mean, one thing also to note, possibly consider is the jungle matchup here.
Yep.
You are a scaling, weak early game jungler, and he's like one of the strongest in the early game junglers. So that's quite a
Yep.
difference. So that means he should be looking to invade you, uh, and you can't 1v1 him ever. But your team could help you. So I mean, it's just one thing to think about. So if you do this, you want to be kind of careful here. Yeah, kind of careful here. So and you can do. Yeah, that's all you can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's play and see how it goes. Oh, right. And I don't know if we need to talk about it, but level 1. So you got to think about level 1. Do
Yep.
you want to defend your? You could just do like 5 people spread out to defend the entire jungle, or do you all want to be sitting here or sitting? You could all 5 be sitting at one point.
Yeah.
Think about who should invade who. You think about it doesn't matter who you think about first. You can think about your team. Should your team invade? You have Morgana binding and Veigar cage, but if he gets cage, he does no damage.
Yeah, if he gets cage first.
And then you're pretty weak level 1 unless you start E, but that will.
But then I
secure-
ruin my own clear.
Yeah, exactly. So your level 1's okay, but not
Not amazing.
Yeah.
And then look at theirs. Warwick early. You have a pull on Pike.
2 pulls.
Spell Shield.
And a
Morgana
pull.
tries to go for E potential. Another hook with Nautilus. I mean,
Mainly these 2.
Yeah.
Mainly these. There's 2 pulls versus like 1.
there's
pull.
2 pulls and then there's counterplay. If she has to go Spell Shield, she can stop from getting picked out.
Yeah, it's not
It doesn't
ideal.
look
though.
pretty.
But yeah.
No, of course not. Yeah.
Yeah. So I favor them early, so you should be very afraid. So if you're the afraid team, right, you need to be very defensive. So you would you probably want to use your wards, level 1. So you could ward here or here, somewhere here in case they come here,
sure.
or you could ward here in case they come here, and then just sit back and wait. If they come in, you go here and then you maybe trade him. You never fight. I mean, well, almost never fight. Yeah, if they have like 4 or 5 people. Let's see, what do you do? Okay, yeah, you're defending here and here. Okay. I'm not gonna blame you, but this is something that is preventable.
Oh, of course.
So first, you don't really want to stand here. I mean, it's okay. Ideally, you want to stand as far as possible. So you could be here. You can even be right here, because you only need to see this spot right here. Like once.
Yeah.
So
I think I was just slightly too far out, which is my mistake.
Yeah.
If I was in the bush, I would definitely have died though.
If you were in this bush,
Yeah,
maybe not, because if
with 2 hooks.
but if that's only if they hook in there. But I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes they don't. Yeah. So technically you can. It's just you're not fast enough. Like, if you fly,
Yeah.
you should be you have your finger on your flash button and ready to press it.
Yeah.
At any time, and then you wouldn't actually.
And at this point, when I know I'm caught,
Oh,
and that was just bad pathing, because if I made it to the wall, I was going to flash over into under tower and hopefully get it out. But bad reaction and bad pathing.
and then I said you should probably give it up. Like you're coming back here. I said you shouldn't
Yeah.
do that because they're strong. They're just stronger than you. So the correct play is you just take this, and then you can come here and take some of these. Because if he takes this, it takes him so long to actually come back to his red. So get a leech from Fiora and just trade. When you're weaker, don't fight. Trade. So if you come here again, you don't care about this even. Like you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now you're screwed because it's on 115. And what are you doing here? You still can't do this, right?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to ward at this point. I think I slightly back off here. Yeah.
Okay, but the ward doesn't actually do anything because I kind of just assume they're gonna be here. Like even if you don't have the ward, you should just assume that
Sure.
they're here. Like because your team just can't stop them anyways. So, vision or
My
not.
thought was maybe they will actually just leave in case we decide to collapse. They just take the kills and leave it there.
But you're still here.
And then at this point, yeah.
So this is a coin flip. You could, if you do get this red, which you already load this, so I mean, very unlikely. You would have to flash. It's very unlikely, but you could flash in, right? W smite.
And then I see bot coming in, so that's actually my thought process. Is I think I go for this, out level them, and then we win off of that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're literally just coin flipping the game. But
Yeah.
it's a coin flip. Oh, actually, well, since you're 0-2, it's not. This coin flip is okay.
Yeah, like we're already behind, right? So
Yeah.
if I have a coin flip for turning the game around, I I think I kind of take that instead of trying to play from a deficit.
That's true.
At least that was my thought process.
No, that's true. When I think about that, that's true. But the problem with the coin flip is this costs you more than it costs them because you're in order to even try, you have to flash, and if they do win this, you just lose. Right, the game's over. I don't see. Well, it depends how much you lose. I mean, if they kill all three, the game's over. If only one of you die, you can still play this game. I think it's okay just because you're 0-2, but really you shouldn't be 0-2.
And
then you do lose. Yeah,
just horrible timing once again.
Oh, close, I'd say. But I mean, now you're dead. And
and then Morgana and they don't follow, which is fine until they say anyway, and then get caught. So it was very bad all around.
Yeah. So
there's a whole deeper.
2 mistakes, and we haven't even cleared the camp yet. Yeah. Right. Like one is here, and they're both semi-understandable. I mean, yeah. You just need faster fingers, and this one is
and I
kind of luck, but if you
bad reaction.
But then why are you coming here again? That's what I'm wondering. You keep coming here.
Yeah. That's just bad. I should just immediately abandon it. You're right.
You're not a champion until you get your E. You're level 1. Like now you have no flash and now you have no passive, and Warwick's level 2. You just stop fighting where you're weaker and just trade. Do something else. Even if he takes red and Raptors, and you only take his red, that's good for you. I mean, it technically that's bad. It sounds bad, but it's
better than just taking the hole I'm taking myself into.
Yeah, you just run here in. But here, if you run here, it's you play the game out and you scale. All you need is time. You are stronger than Warwick as the game goes on. Early he just beats you. So, and not only does he beat you, his team's already stronger than you too. Yeah.
Well, at this point, my thought process was I'm just going to go clear Raptor because I know that's up. They're not near any more Warwick left, so at least I can get some of my jungle to.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, 4 camps over 3, knowing that they're not there anymore.
Yeah, that's okay. But really, if you just rush, maybe Wolves, because Wolves is the fastest. I mean, Raptors is fast too. Actually, this is okay. You kind of want to go here because, especially if you see him here, technically he could skip all these and run straight here. But
sure,
since you're behind, you can risk a little bit. But yeah, I would consider after you get this, normally you level WQ, but in this case, you might consider WE just because you wanna. It'll help you get in here faster.
Yeah.
Or even get out, right? Depending, I mean, it's a long cooldown, 22 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 20. Yeah.
But that is pretty powerful. If you think Warwick is gonna skip these, which he might, but in this kind of elo, I don't think he'll skip these. I think he'll just farm these, which means you actually have time to take these, and even possibly gank. Because when you're so down, 0-5 before you even did 1 camp, you might as well do very risky plays. You don't need to do the full clear anymore. You could get level 2, maybe gank top or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see though.
Then I go E.
Okay. How about you go here? And then I wouldn't recommend Wolves. Well, it depends. Usually, because these are the 2 least experienced. So, if you do... Oh, I'm not sure if you get it here. I think you got some XP somewhere. You have to do Gromp after, I think. Do you? No. So I don't think you get...
So I think here I smite early. My thought process is I have 2 smites up since I don't smite red, so I smite early here. So my smite will be back up for potential on
that's fine,
getting Scuttle.
That's fine, yeah. Well, let's see. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, this is the problem. You're level 2 after 3 camps. It's because Raptors and Wolves get the least experience. So if you want level 3, what Gromp and Krugs give the most. They give more than buffs. So after Wolves, you should not do blue. You should actually do Gromp, and then you get level 3. Then you can actually contest this. I mean, you can still contest this, but you're level 2 versus level 3. I don't know. this is a waste of time because of this. So, and this,
Mhm.
they have more items, and
Yeah.
they're like full HP and full mana versus Morgana. She can do a little bit, like throw a Q and E somebody, but
Mhm.
yeah, they'll just 2v3 you guys easily. Um, and then by being here, if Warwick wants, he can take your things here, and then you just
Mhm. Mhm.
because there's a good chance it's warded here anyways. So yeah, if they want, I think they just 2v3 you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see, yeah. So
You just moved so far ahead. Yeah.
yeah. There's no So all if all you did was bait your team to die here, and waste time. Instead, you just recall and you farm these, and you're good. So sometimes the best play is to do nothing, right? It looks like you're fighting a lot, right? Like when they're taking your red, you keep coming to red. Sometimes the best play is just no, give it up and do nothing, do something else. Yeah, wait until you're strong. You make a play when you're stronger. When you're weaker, you avoid playing. Yeah. And then here, you slightly have to be worried because they know your red timer. So I would pull it in this bush because if Warwick wants, he can come here, and he beats you
True.
1v1 still. So good habit, just stand in the bush.
That wasn't even my thought process because I just naturally assumed they're so far ahead, they're just gonna take drag for free.
No, but yeah, I mean that's actually like if I was Warwick, I would actually take your red because I can take dragon. You can take anything.
You can take dragon,
want.
whatever.
Yeah,
but
take,
red,
take red
know
and
where
then
you are for free kill and red.
Exactly, he'll take red and then go to
Yeah.
but they just decided dragon. Oh, what's this? Oh,
So if I'm gonna recall, I decided I'm just gonna go mid. Wait for him to push up. If he doesn't push up, I'm in the middle of backing. So.
Oh yeah, that's good. You would probably go for this too, because Warwick should be here. Well, this is your chance to take this.
Mm-hmm.
But you go here. So the idea is take the harder things to take if you can. Scuttle is hard to take, right? If Warwick's here, I think Warwick's here right now. I mean, he might be here. I don't actually know where he is.
Yeah, if he backs, but probably clear blue, going through his normal route. Right?
But if you don't take this right now, you do Raptors, then you come. You're giving him a lot of time to come too, and then he might kick you off it. So this is your chance to take it for free versus later where you might still get it, but it's not free.
Yeah. So at this point, I was thinking, all right, wave is going to hit tower. It's going to clear. Meet back in the middle.
Yeah, looks okay.
Set up for a lane gank.
The main issue is this, but yeah, I kind of agree with you. Oh, let me see the items. Oh, it looks okay actually. Yeah. See, the difference is now he has items. Before, when you fought, all he had was the long sword. Oh, I like it.
Unfortunately, they don't really let them push, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to ping you have to like communicate. This is just a communication issue. Tell your team I'm coming. Just ping on the way. They won't push it. Or if you really need to, you can type it. Say don't push, I'm coming or something. But otherwise, it was a good idea. I mean, it could still work, but it would cost you a lot of time.
Yeah. And once again, instead of just waiting there doing nothing, I just start channeling back. They push up, I'll stop and just wait a second and start again.
Yeah.
And then I just say, all right, nothing's happening. I'm just going to leave.
Yep. Oh, you're playing AP, Zach. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you only play AP, Zach?
That's kind of what I feel like I've had a lot of success on.
Okay.
Just a Night Harvester, going into Demonic, Sunfire if needed.
Okay.
You know, kind of just play it by ear. Like once I start getting my first 2 items.
Okay. I mean, I prefer the tank one, but I'm not gonna tell you to play something else. But that's not. We're 6 already too. That's good. But here you don't really need to be here. I mean, yeah, no, yeah, you really don't need to be here. Like she could just freeze it here. Like, you know, why? I don't know what you're. Well, let's see how long you're.
I think I leave it like there.
Okay.
Just like get a W out, pick up my blobs to heal W again because it's back up, and I just walk out.
I would consider this. You just ganked him, right?
Yeah.
He just TP'd. If you kill a top laner when they
Kill him
just
again.
TP,
He stepped so far back. Yeah.
yeah, they're fighting. They're like 2 melee champions. This was the lane we originally want to focus the whole game. Actually,
Yeah.
right, because this is kind of hard.
Would you even still consider it though if your top lane is losing that hard? 3 kills.
Oh,
3
I'm
deaths.
sorry. He's not losing that hard. I mean, yeah, it looks bad, but this is not
Yeah.
all. He
But
didn't.
like he doesn't have all the kills. Yeah.
She didn't, and yeah, she didn't
And the
die.
farm is
to
still
him.
closed.
He only has yeah. And you just look. Well, I don't want to do the math. Let me just look at here. She's down 600 gold. She's down 600. You know, maybe
Yeah.
Adoran's Blade, but 2v1. 2v1.
Yeah.
And Yon's not that hard to get. And I don't know if
Yeah.
you know.
And I guess
actually-
now we know Warwick is bot because he showed.
Yeah, that too. And then I don't know if you know, but no flash, no ult, pretty easy to.
Yeah.
And you have your flash and you have your ult, so
Yeah.
Not guaranteed, but not hard to get. And then not only there's a prize at the end, like so. If you get this, you also get this because Fiora could help you with this. You got to think about
And like I said,
what.
as soon as I know Warwick is back, I mean that should have been the obvious play.
Yeah. I don't know where you're going here. Let's see where you're going.
Yeah. I think I'm just starting
You're just
reverse clearing. So go here, go Raptors.
But then what about the Scromp? You just
Checkmate.
here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna reverse clear, do the Gromp first, then do the Wolves, right? And you're gonna go
Yeah.
here. So it's really weird that you went to this one. This is the weirdest choice, I would say. Yeah, you have several choices. You could do this. You could do this. You can even do this. I mean, because well, I mean, I think we just see him now. When did we see him?
Yeah. I mean, we saw him like as I finished my blue. I think like there.
Yeah. Well, you didn't even finish blue, so
Yeah.
yeah, you already see this. There's lots of options. Yeah, you shouldn't be done this one. To be fair, I mean, I think she would die anyways, but hard to say. Yeah, but you probably get this kill, right? Yeah. That is your cue. You can still take this because he's dead. But
Yeah, I think that's one of my biggest things is I just don't know when I should be going for those properly.
It's sometimes it's hard, but in this case it's easy. You just think about numbers, right? Like who can help you and who can help Warwick. Well, Fiora can help you, but Young can't help Warwick. So
yeah,
you also think about mid, but looks like Nautilus can help first because Veigar's getting pushed in, but Veigar can come eventually. So should be.
And Nautilus has been leaving late a lot to attempt to roam.
Yeah. And then this doesn't. You shouldn't be here because this. Right? Lucian's dead. So if you even if you get on, I think you could one shot it, but it's pretty hard. Like all she has to do is press spell shield because you know your E shows the shadow, so she can see that. And Morgana's Q is very slow, so it's only if Sivir is bad will you kill her. Like I agree, you can kill her, but it's very unlikely. So maybe take the crab because we know Warwick's up here, right? So again, this crab is free now. If you wait like 30 seconds,
they're probably on Rift right now. So then
not two.
So they just killed top. So they
but you don't know that actually because sometimes Warwick he'll just go straight here because he wants to.
Sure.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, a good chance.
Yeah.
Good chance he's there. Yeah. So take what you can while you can. You know, again, you can take this. You see why it's kind of hard, right? That he's very mobile.
Yeah.
She has a spell shield. But that was close. If you had minions, yeah, it would have been awesome. But, or if you had ult, maybe. Oh no, did you have ult? You do have ult. Or did it just come?
No, it was still coming up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then ult comes up, and then.
Oh. Sorry, it's too fast. Okay. Here you can fight. I
think my E was on cooldown.
But
right?
you still have ult. No, here I think you should fight for sure. You're too passive on this one. Let me see. So I mean, you got a free kill here. Let's see your opponents. Okay. Right now it looks really good because you have all basically mainly it's this. You have passive. So if say they do kill you, they're not actually going to kill you. They're going to kill your passive, right? Then you have these two are going to hit them.
True.
You still have your ult. This is coming off soon. You have minions around. You could just Q the minion and auto them, or you could go for Sivir Q to get a double Q, right? Depends how what you see. So you have a lot of options right here. Like you're not gonna die. You know, Morgana's here, Lucian's here. Lucian's very strong. I mean, they're both strong, but Lucian has Gale Force.
Yeah, Gale Force.
Here.
Yeah. He's a fighting machine now.
Yeah, I don't know if you kill them. I mean, it depends how much they go for you. Right now, they don't actually see Lucian. Actually, no. Right now, they do. Right now, but they just saw Lucian now, so you definitely fight them. You see, they run away immediately. Actually, and you see your team goes in. Like, see if you just went in a little bit. Oh, I think you might still get it anyways. Yeah. Okay, that's how free it was, right? Even though you didn't do anything, all you did was run away. That they won anyways. Okay, so we saw Warwick go here, and we saw Nils go here. So you should kind of be worried about your bot lane. Because Nihilus here and Warwick. Nihilus and Warwick could kill them. I mean, it's kind of hard, but also have this, right? And you're giving up this. I'm not even thinking about the dragon that much. Even the crab is kind of annoying to give up because why should you give it up? You're winning. Pyke is dead. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 1, 2. Oh wait, no, they have 1, 2, 3, right? 2 Warwick and Nihilus and Sivir. And Sivir actually dies, so it's really just 4v2.
Caught out, so it's really going to be
4v2, even 4v3, and when you still have all in passive, you gave Warwick a free scuttle, and you gave him a dragon, and maybe, well, I don't think they'll die, but there's a chance that they could have died. When all you did was farm, so you need to just look at the map more or something. Play the numbers, right? Like here, Yon's dead. Take Rift. Here, Pyke is dead. Maybe think about taking a dragon. And think about your own power. Here you have ult. I'm not ult. I mean, yeah, you have ult. But you have passive, so don't need to be that afraid. Like you could die, but then your teammates will kill whoever killed you, kind of.
Yeah.
So I probably would not have come here. Why did you come here?
I think I was going towards Raptors, but just seeing 2v2 engage bot lane. If they don't die.
Okay. Right now. Yeah, right now it's okay. Hold on. And then.
This is roughly the time where I decide, I should go bot lane.
No, I don't think it's that fine because they've disengaged already, right? The only problem is this. This is the Warwick Bloodstone.
Yeah.
So Warwick can come here really fast. But by the time you get here, like she's just died anyways. Like look, they're low. Like if Warwick is here, they're dead anyways. So you're not really gonna get much here. Actually, you kind of hope Warwick comes here in a sense because if Warwick does come here, actually this is free. So you should have actually. I would just come up here because recently you saw Warwick here. Take Dragon. He might be around here. So you just take this again. Another chance to take this. It's not free, but I mean, like I don't know where Yone is. Where's Nautilus? I don't know. But your allies are here too. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2. Right? That's always how you think.
Yeah.
Where do you have numbers? You have numbers here. Do you have numbers here? No. I mean, you might. If Warwick is not here and you come here, then yeah. But I mean, there's also you also think about like what else can you do here? You can't do anything here. There's no crows. If you come here and Warwick comes here, that's okay. You retreat and you have things to do. But here, if you come here, what do you have to do? You have nothing to do. You waste a lot of time. You have to recall again and then come here. Yeah. So think about what can you do nearby. It's not always just one thing. So you could do Rift, but then you can also do other things. And then as Warwick's here, you're almost there, but really it's not enough time. And this is just the judgment thing. I think the more you play, you can realize how you can make an estimate in your head. How many seconds will it take me to get here, and then what can the enemy do in that amount of time? And then, to me, I estimate that you probably can't do anything. Yeah, see, right? They just kill and then they just walk away. And then what are you doing here? There's no Krugs, right? You're nothing. You wasted.
Yeah.
You came here, and then now maybe you're gonna do this. I guess you could kill them if they go for this, actually. So again, it's low probability because it's all spell shield, dash, not very likely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think you get both, actually. But, yeah, still not good. I'm pretty sure they could outplay it, though. How did you get on them? Oh,
she just spell shields so early. Yeah.
No, Pyke pulled you back in, so he gave you a free dash. Like, he just pulled you in. Because otherwise you can't reach them. They just kite you. So, yeah. But then this would have been free. I mean, but technically this is really good, but we don't actually look at the result to decide what to do.
Yeah, because you can just fire anything by the results, but it's just like, should you have been doing that in the first place?
Right, yeah.
And then this is a mistake. So I'm once again queued with the mid laner. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't understand you can TP to the passive, so I'm yelling at him to TP onto me, and then he TPs to the ward.
Yeah. First of all, how did he die? Or does Nautilus not die? Oh, he killed Nautilus? Okay.
Yeah, so he's in spawn. Well, just basically full health, and I'm like, okay, you can TP right onto me, and we can get this trade
Yeah, but let me
while
tell you
I'm
your mistake
respawning.
first, though. You play too fast
Mhm.
because your AP. If you know what AP Zac does, he one shots or he does nothing.
Yeah,
Especially against bruisers. Warwick's a bruiser, and he has a lot of lifesteal in his kit as well as in a blade. So if you don't kill Warwick in one shot, he will just auto you down and heal everything that you did to him. So you have to. Your burst is only useful for a one shot. So how do you get a one shot? Not by yourself. You need to save your E and your ult. Oh, you don't have ult, but save your E. Maybe even save your Q. It depends. Q is not that important. But really, you need to save your E until your allies are actually there. So let's see how once you see him, you just immediately go in on him. That's not how you want to do it. Right here, you see him. Really, you should just let him leave or bait him. Like pretend that you're afraid. So body language is a big thing. So um, if you run away, he might think, "Oh, you're afraid of me. Let me chase you." And then maybe a Veigar comes and you one shot him right with the cage and the together you can burst him together. He has no MR or health right now. He's kind of squishy actually, but by yourself, like as you see, once you jump in, right? If you jump in, what are you gonna do afterwards? There's no way out. You have no ult. You have no flash. Right. So you want to save your E. So you bait him, and then if he really goes in on you, then you can E away, maybe just a little bit, or you can E on him, depends on where Veigar is. If he starts to run away, and maybe your Fiora is coming, then you can E onto him. You E onto him once your Fiora is coming, not right now. You're just Eing solo. All right, look how much damage you do. That's it. And then what? Everything is on cooldown. You're just auto attacking him right now. He will win that, right, with the blade, and just he's Warwick. So that's just a champion knowledge thing. There's no way you beat a Warwick. Or there's a lot of bruiser classes. You don't beat any bruisers unless you kill him in one hit. But yeah, I do see it. Yeah, he could have saved your bluff.
yeah, which would then make it so I wouldn't die.
But it would still be a bad play because
Yeah.
you lost your passive and you wasted Veigar's teleport. So you didn't have to do that, right? He was here, you were here.
Yeah.
You could have just simply let him leave, walk out, or try to bait him.
Yeah.
But
I was just thinking, my own thought process at the time was just like, oh, well, I can trade a passive and a TP and we get a kill for it.
No, but you wouldn't get a kill because if he sees the TP, he can literally just leave. He doesn't have to stay and try to, right? Why would he stay? He sees the TP, he just leaves. And your TP, the TP is not fast enough to catch him. So there's no way to win unless you surprise him. You have to surprise him. TP is not a surprise. The surprise is if Veigar, like you run away and you bait Warwick over here, and then Veigar's over here, and then Veigar throws his cage, and then you burst him. That's how you kill him. It's a surprise. Yeah. Okay, here you know better, right? That you don't have enough damage to kill him in one shot. Again, he also has blade. He'll just auto you down. So you do. But I would say that's a wasted ult, right? If you just didn't do that, yeah. Yeah, that's more how you want to do it. So you go in, right? He's chasing you. You walk out, but then he runs away. You can just go back in with your E. That's how you were supposed to do it right here. More like this. So this one's better. I thought they wouldn't contest, but they did. Let's see. Oh. Okay.
So at that point, with us done, I was just like,
Yeah.
just abandon, leave.
Yeah,
Might
you got
walk
the dragon, right? Yeah. Oh.
So it's very greedy to obviously stay there when we lost the fight, and they could easily just keep coming.
Yeah. Right. They just You don't have people. There's
Yeah.
no vision here. There's vision here, but this is the one spot they could come, and they have many reasons to. Just because you have 2 dead, so 5v3.
Yeah. We just blew too much.
But like I said, if you pull in the bush, there's a chance. You pull in the bush and you save your E. I don't know if you're on your E.
Yeah.
So if you do see them, you just E away or E away.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it works. You see, if you're in the bush, you would see Warwick. Like, how did he get here, right?
Yep.
Just,
No, at that point, Lucian shows up, and I was like, oh, we have a possibility of
maybe.
going, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but no.
Yeah, at that point, we didn't. So.
You spent a lot of time running around and not farming these.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Why not this? Right. Why not this? Where are you going? You're going here. When nothing's really happening. I mean, that you kind of see them around here.
Yeah.
But all Lucian has to do is walk here. Veigar walk here. Everything's relaxing right now. Like usually there's a fight because there's like a dragon or something, but right now there's nothing going on. So this is your chance to take.
Just go back to farming. Yeah. I don't know why. I thought Warwick was at red buff by Raptors, so then my thought was if he. I don't know why I think he's over there at some point. I thought.
You mean yours or his?
By ours.
I mean,
I think my thought was.
Well, he wouldn't be here because Red is gone, right? Maybe he would be here.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, we kind of saw him.
I don't know, because we see him after show up like right at that bush.
Yeah.
But
who cares if he's there, right? Why does it matter if he's there?
Well, not that he's in there now, but he's over there. So if they get caught, Morgana or Lucian dies quickly, unless me and Veigar are there to stop it.
I mean, that's true, but really, why are they? I mean, they just.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be there. Like right now, they're not there, right? They're behind you. I don't know what point. Let's see. Here at this point, I mean, they just need to walk away. Like if they're caught right now, you're still too far, right? So regardless, right now you're too far. By the time you get there, they should already be out anyways. So it doesn't really make too much sense. If you're really concerned about your teammates, just use pings. It's not, it's a nice way to make plays without actually moving your body. It doesn't over chase. Oh no, works still alive. Okay. Looks okay. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, it's kind of questionable, right?
Yeah.
And
But it looks
passives up.
okay. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay. Oh yeah, passive. Okay, yeah.
And then I build Bramble for Anti, and then decide to keep building my AP.
Yeah, that's really good. Oh, sorry. That's a free Baron. Look.
Yeah.
And come on. Is that
I think we
Baron?
decided to go for Inhibitor.
Baron's always more valuable because Baron just gets you the inhib, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it just
I don't know, I think that's like my old playset, mine coming in, where the talk was always, if you got Inhib, the minions pushing the wave led to you getting a Baron.
not necessarily, no, because
The
depending on
opposite, yeah.
the
yeah.
wave clear, which Sivir has tons, it
They have
doesn't
wave
matter.
clear.
She doesn't care that you have. If you get this one,
Yeah.
then it matters. Okay, so the bot inhib is very good for Baron, but mid inhib doesn't
Yeah.
do anything. Yeah, so to get this, you would be able to take all these towers. I think. I don't think you would get inhibs, but you could clear all. Look at all these towers. You could easily take them down with the Baron buff. But I mean, this is your team call, so yeah, you only got 2 towers. That's not worth this. Yeah. I wonder why you went there. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see what happens. Oh. I see. Yeah, he's the only one who could do that to you. Okay.
Yeah. And then, what was it? I think Pike Q's me mid-jump, too, to stop that.
Mm.
After the Nautilus hook. And then,
Yeah.
like, worst case scenario.
So I mean, I do
Well,
know
they also
that
used a
you're
lot
gonna
of these.
win. But in terms of jungle, like, there's not much more to talk about. Like, this that we get to 28.
Yeah.
You-
It's past. It's past.
Yeah,
the
we're past.
point.
We're just playing macro 5-man, five versus 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to watch? I don't think we need to, but
It's not necessary. It's
yeah,
fine.
I can see why you win. You did outscale Warwick, right? We talked about. You are
of
stronger
course.
than Warwick. Vigor's pretty strong too. You and Vigor, I would say, are
Yeah,
scale
he's
really
getting
well.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's late game. Lucian, can hold his own.
Yeah, and then I like
Fiora will eventually get there.
Yeah, yeah. I could see you maybe just get like some team fights around. Their team fight is not that good. Well, it's okay. It's not that good because Warwick's bad at team fighting. Single target. Pyke is almost single target as well. So
yeah, he has cleanup capabilities, but hopefully passive shuts that down if it's up during a team fight.
Yeah. Well, cleanup only matters if it's a close fight, but if they lose, if you win the fight from the start, then there's no cleanup. So
yeah, and they're pretty much all AD, so I think that also helped us in the long run there.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a summary. It's looks like you just need to know where to be and stop wasting time. Like give up things when you're weak. Don't go to places when you don't have the numbers. Numbers is a big thing. Young was dead, but you don't take the rift, or Pyke was dead, but you didn't go for the dragon. Things. It's simple numbers. Yeah. I think that's the main thing. Otherwise, your team fight's probably. I'm gonna assume it's really good. I mean, it seems pretty good so far from the late game. I haven't really seen you do anything bad in the late game, so looks like that's where you're good at. You just need to work on your early game, which is terrible, right? You at the level 1, you didn't know how to play it at all.
Because like I said, I don't jungle. I don't know where I should be going.
That's something to focus on. Yeah, I think your late game's good. Just work on the other things. Yeah, the early and macro. Any questions?
Yeah, macro pathing. No, I think it's straightforward. Like, realistically, I should have just left red right away and immediately started my blue side. And
you could just do blue buff,
or even just
and then you could
just
get
top
E.
half jungle.
You could get E over this wall to and you can since you're with the Fiora, right? You can really ask her, can you give me a really strong leash so you can do this. Maybe even without smite, so then you go up here and then you can smite the red, because Warwick should be taking this, and he shouldn't really. I mean, some junglers do. They do their red, they go straight to the red, right? But if they do that, they have to cross through mid, and you'll see him through mid. So you try it, and most of the time it works out. Instead of how long were you were level 1 for so long? I've almost never seen such a situation like that. And like I said, it's very easy to avoid the situation. Just give up. You sometimes learn to give things up. It feels bad, right? Like, hey, they're taking this is my red buff. They're taking it, and we're not doing anything. Well, it's because you can't do anything. You're very weak, level 1. So you just give it to them, and there you have other options.
It's kind of weird because that's my mindset later of just like, I'm not going to contest this drag because we're so far behind, so then I don't mind giving it up. But then I didn't want to give up my red.
But level 1, maybe you don't have the what do you call it? You don't see it as much at level 1.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like we did for this game, you should think about the level 1 and think about what. So before the game starts, you think about, okay, can we invade them? Because sometimes your team will be the stronger level 1. But then you also think, will they invade us? And then if you think they'll invade you, you also think about, okay, if they invade me, what is my plan? Like, so if you have a plan before it even happens, it's easy. So like, if I'm playing this game, I'm right here. Once I see them, I'm immediately running, and my finger is on flash if I see Pyke flash. So Pyke flash, I flash, I go here, ask Fiora, give me a big leash so I can maybe take something here. I do also ask for like bot lane, can you ward the red? I mean, it depends on the situation, but so you don't even attempt to fight them. You play a macro game. So the macro game is, I'm gonna trade you. I'm gonna try to get a ward here, because you have a bot lane, right? They have 2 wards. They were just standing here. They didn't use any wards, so they could walk right here. It's safe, right? You could put a ward like this, or they could even walk here. They could even they could just stand here actually. Like, so at 130 is when the buff spawns. Like, you can have like Morgana stand here, and she can see if they're taking it. You don't even need a ward, and then you play a macro game instead. I mean that's there's always counterplay. So don't worry that if they take your stuff. You can do something else. And then I'll give you the worst scenario. Oh, not the worst scenario, but a bad scenario. Okay, he takes your red, you take blue, right? And then you're going here, but Warwick is going here. Okay, and you see him mid, right? He's coming here. And then not only that, Nautilus is helping him, right? Then you're kind of screwed, right? What are you gonna do? Nautilus and Warwick are coming straight to the red while you're here. So your counterplay is, well, I'm leaving. That's it. You leave. You lost the red. You didn't get his red.
Yeah.
You know, it feels bad, but it's not the end of the world. Like you're still clear anyway. So by the time you full clear here, Scuttle will be up anyway. So you haven't really lost much. So
real worst case scenario, pass is already down because you died at red.
Yeah, the real worst case is dying. Yeah. So dying. Not dying should be
dying there. Say we do that. Invade red. And
yeah. If you die here, then Warwick feels even. Then he'll take your Gromp and stuff. Yeah. So you play.
Like at that point, go back over Baron Wall with E, like you said, or suicide top towers.
Yeah. Or yeah. But yeah, I mean you have kind of play. But and think about it. If Warwick does this, right? If Warwick takes this, then he runs all the way here. He's actually wasting his early game because this is so inefficient. Look at this distance versus if you just do blue Gromp Wolves, very fast level 3. This is red blue. He's still level 2, and not only is he level 2, your entire team knows he's here, so they don't have to worry about a Warwick ganking them. Right? We all know Warwick is here, and you know, so Warwick is strong early, but the way you beat him is just time. You don't fight anything. You just as you get to 5 minutes, he's more manageable. As you get to 10 minutes, he's almost not a factor anymore. As you get to like 20 minutes, you've already beat him. So if you're 0 kills, 0-0-0, and you get to 20, you already beat him anyways. So you really don't need to bother with him too much. You can give up your buff. If he gets 2 crabs, so be it. You just gotta bite the bullet sometimes. Yeah. Because your time will come, as you see. Right now, you're way more useful than he is right now. So your time will come, yeah.